Hi, let's start. In the last couple of sessions, we discussed conditions, right? And now we'll discuss loops. Okay. We have different types of loops. For while, do until, for each. Okay. We see those loops one by one. Before going to loops, we need to see what is arrays. Okay. So we just seen this when we discussed data type, but now we see in detail. So what is array? Array stores multiple values with a single variable. Okay. It stores multiple values with a single variable. I'll just show you that. This is just one variable. I just take ABC. You can take any name. 01, 10. I'm just giving random number and the string. Okay. So we'll load this into memory. For that, we'll run this. Okay. This is stored in memory. So now we'll call that variable, that ABC, right? See how it is printing. Okay. So the same thing will write in different way. Just take any variable, then use this at the rate, bracket, 0, 1, 0, 3, 88. Will give the single quote, right? Why we are giving the single quote? It is a string, so we are giving the single quote. Just close the bracket. Load this into memory. For that, we'll select only this and run the selection. Now it is loaded to memory. Now we'll call that variable. Okay. We'll run that variable alone. See, it is printed, right? Okay. We can use any of these options to make an array. Okay. So we'll see the data type. Def dot for data type, get type, right? Get type. Run this. See, it is showing name is objects. It's an object, contain object, right? In the square bracket. So the base type is system dot array. Okay. So if needed in some situation, if we want to use the data type as array, we can use that as well here. We can just define if needed. Okay. So we'll just make one more array. We'll clear all this. And we'll clear the console. We'll make one array. Then 20, 30, and high. Let's run this. Okay. So this is printed, right? So now this is an array. How this is becoming an array? Because we are giving multiple values. So in the array, if we want to print only 10, okay. In these values, we need to print only 10. How will print that? For that, we have one concept called index. Okay, we need to use index in the array. So this is a first, right? First is 10. This is number 1, number 2, number 2 is 20, number 3 is 30, number 4 is high. Okay. So what we want, we need only 10. For that, we'll use, it's a number 1, right? Let's try 1. This is index number, okay? Square bracket we need to use. This is called index number. This is useful in the loops, okay? That is the reason we are discussing now. Run this alone. $a index number 1. Let's see what is printing. So you can see here, right? It is printed 20. See, it is printed 20, but we have given the 1, right? So, but it is printed second. So in that, what need to understand the index number starting from the 0. Okay. This index number of 10 is 0. And the index number 20 is 1. Index number 30 is 2. And sorry, the value of 30 is index number 2. And the value of high is index number 3. Right? So total value is 4. But in array, we call 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is starting from 0. So it is 0 to 3. Right? So we'll see the actual length of A. Okay. Just before that, we'll remove this index number starting from 0. Okay. So now we'll give the 0 here. Let's see what is printing. Sorry, I'll run only this. So first one is printing, right? If we want to print high, we need to give what number? 0, 1, 2, 3. Run this. See, high printed here, right? Okay. So in the array, there are so many values. Okay, we cannot count, right, manually. If there are, now we can count because it's only few numbers. So if it is more numbers, we cannot count. In that situation, we need to use length. Just run the length. So it will show the total values, that is 4. Okay. So we need to take the last value. How we can take that? Length is showing 4, right? So we'll give okay. We'll see how we can take the last value. We cannot count, right? We need to find the last value. But if we given $a dot length, it is showing 4. Okay. So we need to find the actual number starting from 0. What we know, what we'll do, A, then A dot length -1. Let's run this. See, it is printed the last value. We want to print the last value. What we need to give? -1 from the total length. Okay. Just remember this. -1 from the total length. If we give the total length, we'll get the actual length. Okay. So printing the last value, we need to give -1. So we'll see how we can add the values in the array. Okay. Dollar $a dot add, we'll add any value 66. Let's run this. So there is an error, right? It is not getting added. For this, we have a solution. We need to define one data type, that is system.collections array list. Just type array list. So it's not coming. So we'll give system dot collections dot array list. Then dollar will create an array. Okay. Or we can do one thing. Just copy this and paste here. Okay. Then we'll remove this. Now we define the array list here, right? Okay. We just load this into memory. We'll select only this and run the selection. That is loaded into memory. Now we'll add this 66. Okay. So that is added. So let's call that variable again. The second one here, this one, we'll call this and see what is listing. See 66 also listed here, right? So we have one more option to add. We no need to define this system collection array list. We have one more option to add. We'll see that. So for that, we'll create new variable. Just c equal to 22, 33, 55. Then $C equal to $C plus 50. Okay, we need to add 50 in the array value. First we'll load this first one. Okay, that is loaded. So then $C, we call this variable, we call this variable alone. So up to 55 printed, right? So we'll add this now. Then we'll call the variable again. So 50 also added here, right? This is how we can add the values in the array. Okay. Now we'll see how to increase the array value and how to decrease the array value. Okay. We'll clear this. So dollar $a equal to 2. Okay. So we just want to increase this value. What we'll do? A plus plus. Just small correction what I said. This is not to increase the array value. This is just to increase the value using the arithmetic operators. Okay. So this also useful when we write the for loops and other loops. Just load this into memory. Cannot convert the two value type system in 32. Okay, because we already defined this data type, right? System dot collection dot array list for a variable. So we'll do one thing for that. We'll take another variable. We'll take f and we'll load this. See, now it is loaded. Okay. Now we'll just call this f variable. Now it is 2, right? Now we'll give $f plus plus. So now we'll see the $f. Now it is 3, right? One value increased. Okay. If we give just minus minus and just load this, run this, okay, and run this $f. So if we give minus minus, the value should be 1. 2 minus 1, 1. See, it is still showing 2, right? So let's see, something wrong. We'll load this into memory. We'll run this. Okay. Now it is 1, right? Okay. Now we'll see the for condition. Okay. Sorry, for loop. Let's go for loop. Let's write the syntax. For initializer, then semicolon, then condition, semicolon, iteration. So iterator, okay. Then we have statement. This is the syntax. So now we'll see on script. For $I equal to 1 semicolon $I less than equal to 10 semicolon $I plus plus. We see in the plus plus, right? The value increase. So first again we'll go to syntax. Say initiator, condition, and iterator. Okay. So in the for loop, just this one is storing to this variable. This is just a temporary variable in for loops. So this is a syntax. Okay. So this one is storing to this I variable. Okay. So this one I is stored in this variable, right? So here condition, this one less than equal to 10 or not, is less than equal to 10, right? Then next I plus plus 1 plus 1 is 2. That's that's what we've seen, right? If we are calling one number to one variable, then if you are giving plus plus, the number is increasing, right? Same here, it will be 2. Okay. Then when we are running the for loop, the initiator checks only first time. From second time onwards, this won't check. This initiator won't check. Okay. This is done. It's the first time done. Okay. So second time, this is 2 now. This one plus plus became 2 now. 2 checking this condition. Okay. 2. So 2 is storing to this I variable. Okay. 2 less than 10. Yeah, its condition is true. Till 10, it will be true. Once it is 11, it will check that 11 is less than equal to 10. So condition is false. Just come out of it. This is how for loops will work. Okay. So I plus plus will close this. Then we'll open the bracket. We'll print the I. I is just a variable we created when we starting the for loops. Okay. Here you can give anything X, I, or whatever variable you want. So let's print this. Let's run this for loop. In the statement, what we did, we printed this variable, right? This is one. It will keep repeat, right? 2, 3, 4. It's a loop. This work in the loop. Okay. Till 10, it will work. Let's run. So you can see here, right? It is printed from 1 to 10. We'll give the clear host. And let's run this 1 to 10. It is printed here, right? So we'll use the debugger and see how it works. So you get more clarity when we'll use the debugger. As we discussed, this work only first time. Okay. Then this condition, this will not check. This initiator won't check. We'll see that using debug option. So for debug option, we already seen, right? Click in the first line, beginning of the first line, click debug. So we need to click on this, right? F9 or toggle breakpoint. Why it is not showing? We have not save the script. We'll save the script. Okay. Now it is saved. Let's see whether that option is showing or not. Before that, we'll click on first line and debug. See, now it is showing, right? Before it was grayed out. Click on this F9. Okay. Now breakpoint created. Now go to debug. Click on run continue or F5. Then again go to debug. Just click on step over. Now it is with initiator, right? It is with initiator. Now step over. It is with condition. Okay. This one stored into this I variable. So this checking I variable, that is nothing but if I click, see, if I keep the cursor here, it is showing I equal to 1. Okay. And checking the 1 is less than or equal to 10. Condition is true, right? Then we'll go to debug, step over. See, so it is printed. 1 is printed. So next what we'll check what is the step over. Again, it is directly going to here, not here. Okay. So it will check I plus plus. I plus plus is nothing but that is 2. We'll go to step over. See, check the 2 less than or equal to 10. Then debug, step over. Okay. So this condition is true, right? So it is jumped here on the statement. Debug, step over. Down it is printed 2 here, right? You can see 2 printed here in the console. Down you can see, right? 2 printed here where I kept the console. Sorry, cursor. Okay. Then go to debug. So up to 10 we take time, right? So we'll give only 3 here. Okay. So we cannot edit that. When we are running the debug, we cannot edit. Okay, let's see next step over. So it is increased value 3, then checked. It is equal to less than or equal to 10. Okay, condition is right. Step over. Then again step over. It will print 3. See, printed 3 here. So it will check till 10. Once it is 11, it will complete. It is come out from the loop. Okay. This is how for loops work. Now let's see one more example. So what we'll do, go to debug and we'll remove all breakpoints. We already checked this, right? We'll remove all the breakpoints and stop debugger. Okay. So you can check this, just give small values here just for checking the debug option. So if you give 10 or big number, you have to run this 10 times, right? So give some 2 or 3 so that you can easily check that. Okay. Let's see one more example. Clear icon host. So in this example, we'll see how we can print the square. Okay. We'll take some numbers and we'll print the square. just dollar x equal to, you can start from 0 or 1 or any number, okay? So nothing to confuse here. So this is the syntax. We need to create one variable, okay? This is the syntax for loop, okay? X is less than 10 or 20, whatever you can give, will give 10 here. This is the condition. Then x plus plus. Then start the bracket. So we'll write the statement. So what we need for finding the square, how we can print the square? If it is square for 2, 2 into 2, square for 3, 3 into 3, like that, right? So first we'll take 1 into 1, then it will increase 2 into 2, 3 into 3 up to 10, right? So we'll give dollar $x into dollar $x clauses, run the script. See, it is printed here, right? Square of 1, 1, square of 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16, up to 10, it is printed. Okay. So we'll just do some enhancement. We'll take this into one variable, square. Okay. Then we'll use the right hyphen host to print this. The square of the numbers, right? X is square. Give some color. Okay. The square of this value is nothing but the numbers, right? This numbers 1 to 1, 1 by 1, it will print up to 10. Then e square. We have defined the variable here, right? X into X, store into here to square variable. Let's run this. See, the square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is, it's printed like this, right? Okay. If you're not able to understand, getting confused, just you start the same thing in your system. Sorry, start uh, writing the same thing in your system, okay? So you can easily catch. So we'll see one more example. We've seen plus plus, right? Increase the number. We'll see minus minus, decrease the number. So reverse order. For printing the reverse order, we'll do this minus minus. Reverse order. Okay. So what is the requirement? From 10, we need to print up to 100. Sorry, from 100 to 10. Not from 10 to 100. From 100 to 10, we need to print. It's a reverse order, right? We'll see that. For I, any variable you can define X or I, whatever. Is greater than or greater than equal to 10. It's depends on the requirement. You can define the operator. then semicolon, I. We need to print reverse, right? So we'll give I minus minus. Then open the bracket. We'll call the variable here and close the bracket. Let's run this. See, it is printed here, right? From 100, it is printed. You can see the console down, right? See, why it is printed till 11? We have given greater than, right? If we given greater than equal to 10, it will print up to 10. Okay. So this is how we'll print reverse order. Okay. In these for loops, these all values, right? Initially, we discussed this index, initiator, condition, and iterator. So all these are not mandatory. Okay. All these are not mandatory. We'll see one example. Clear host or so we'll give sorry, just we'll give like this. All these conditions are not mandatory. We are just giving the semicolon here. Okay. Then open the bracket. Just we'll write host testing. We'll give some color code. Okay. Then let's close this and run. What we'll do, this is just work like infinite. This will be an infinite loop. If you are not giving any conditions here, nothing to start, nothing to stop, right? So it will be an infinite loop. We'll run this. So it is keep running. So you just have to stop here. Press the red button or control plus break and stop this. So if you want to see one by one, you can just give the sleep the seconds, 1 second or 2 seconds. You will give the 1 second and run it once again. So it will continuously run till we stop it. So this is infinite loop. See, it is keep printing, right? So we stop this here. Press control plus break or press this red button and stop it. Okay. So that's all in this session. Hope you understood. If you are still not able to catch, please practice from your end. Okay. Start write small script using the loops. Since we discussed only for loops, just start writing the script using the for loop. Okay. Nothing to worry. We'll see few more examples. Okay. Thank you.